So, I was gonna do a video. First of all, I got the towel over my head because it's hella hot. All right, it's a cold, wet towel. But so I was gonna do a video on some shit I had been writing down. I write notes at work. I got like 5 pieces of paper of shit I wanted to say, but I kind of changed my mind on things, and I just gonna do something freestyle because there's something that I wanted to talk about. And I was like, I've done a video on this before, and it's about what I'm talking about is patience. And man, I see it all the time, like people not being patient. And I'm talking about driving, guys. I'm talking about driving for this one. I drive mixers, professional truck driver or whatever, and man, the amount of people just so impatient. Like I just can't believe it. I just wonder because I'm like people in offices and that do all these other jobs that don't drive all day. I'm just like, what are you so impatient from? You know what I mean? If anyone should be impatient, it should be us truck drivers because we have to be patient for other cars all day long. Let them in, go around us, slow down for them, drive for them, all that shit. So I'm just like, I just don't understand what people are so impatient for. You know what I mean? The other thing I wanted to talk about is that driving, to me at least, my opinion, driving with an automatic is very different than driving with a manual transmission. You know what I mean? Because in a manual transmission, you're gonna back off a lot, or else you're gonna be going forward and constantly shifting, doing this and that, back and forth shit. It's hella stupid. But so I understand a little bit like that. You know what I mean? Because I've been in the auto. I have my 2 cars. I have the automatic and the stick. Drive two different ways. You know what I mean? But I still can't understand how people are so impatient. Like, damn, like how are you so impatient? That's why, like, honestly, guys, one of the biggest things I think I could tell you with driving to really prevent from being an accident, and I've said this in another video, but I can't stress this enough, is keep a huge following distance at all times, always. Like, I can't understand how people tailgate. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, you're getting nowhere. Like, what's the point? And that shit's hell. It's more stressful because you gotta pay attention 150%. And like I said, because if the person stops in front of you, you're gonna hit them. That's just common sense. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but this shit just, as a truck driver, you just like, and even driving my personal vehicle, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you tailgating? Like, what are you doing? You're not gonna get anywhere. It's so stupid. The person in front of you can slow down, stop, which happens all the time, and boom, you hit the car, and for what? Like, that's stupid. So one of the biggest things I tell you guys, and I still stick by this, is I keep a big following distance, always. And you say, well, what do you do when someone gets in front of you? I back off. And I keep a huge gap, even in my personal car. And you'll probably say, well, the people keep getting in front of you. They do keep getting in front of me. And you just let it go. All right, whatever. I mean, it's stupid. I hate it. I don't like it. But I'm like, it beats tailgating. Because you tailgate someone else, man, you have to pay attention 150%. When you're cruising, I cruise. When you cruise, you can just look around, peep the scenery, people watch, sightsee. I mean, that's basically what I do when I drive a mixer. And I see it all the time. I'm not going to say, who, but I see even with other drivers, other truck drivers. I'm like, they're flying down the road, going hella fast. And I'm not talking about paid by per load drivers. I'm talking about even other truck drivers that are paid by the hour like me. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you in such a rush? Like, what the fuck? I'm just so glad we do not have to drive like that. I'm so glad I don't work for a company where you get rushed to get to a job site, or you rushed, you know what I mean? They might rush us in our yard and shit, but never driving to a job site. I get there when I get there, you know what I mean? And when I first started driving a mixer over 15 years ago, the dude said to me, hey, the owner said, hey, just get to the job. I want you to get to the job in one piece. I don't care how long it takes you. Just get there in one piece. I'd rather have you get there in one piece, even if you're late, versus not getting there on time. Not getting there in one piece. You know what I mean? Now, it wasn't just that. I didn't quote him exactly. It was something along the lines of that. But basically, he just said, just take your time. You know what I mean? And I think they said, hey, you don't get in an accident the first month, you get a raise. You don't get in an accident in the next 3 months, you get a raise. And then 6 months and 9 months or whatever. And I just stuck by that. And I kept my following distance, always. I mean, of course you're going to do that in a truck. But I'm serious, dude. I see hella truck drivers even tailgating, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bruh? Like stupid shit all day. So don't think I'm just saying, hey, cars are doing stupid shit. I see stupid shit by all kinds of people. Okay, I mean everybody. So people might come to me, oh, who do you think drives the stupidest? What kind of car? I can tell you some cars that might be more high probable to doing stupid shit, but I've seen everyone do it. I'm not playing. I've seen old people, young people, people with their kids in the cars. I've seen uh, police officers do it. Yes, pull out in front of me, fucking like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen it. Dumbass driving from all walks of life. So it's not a certain kind of car or person or anything. It's just people are just impatient with driving. And we're in a busy area, the Bay Area, so it's understandable with some things. But damn, sometimes it's like, what are you doing? Like, I see other truck drivers doing this shit. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Chill the fuck out. Why are you in such a rush? I don't understand it. I don't. Because the thing is, I don't know. I'm a person that doesn't like to be under hella stress. So I like to chill. I like to chill, have my peace. It's when you're tailgating somebody, it's very stressful. When you're on someone's tail, you got to be, 150% paying attention. Even though I pay attention no matter what, but I'm saying like, with that shit, you can't make no air. You can't be looking around. You just tunnel vision, and that's how people drive. That's the funny thing is, I was gonna do another video about that, but I'll speak on that. People have tunnel vision, man. They're just in the cars looking forward, and they don't look left to right. And then when you get in front of them, all of a sudden you see me. You don't see me with my turn signal on. What do you mean? Pay attention. You look left to right when you turn. You change lanes. Pay attention. People don't pay attention when they're driving, unless you get in front of them. All of a sudden they see you. Oh shit! What the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Just keep your following distance, and it's much less stressful. You know what I mean? I almost see everything that comes in front of me. I'm not saying 100%, but I sure as hell see 50 to 75%. Well, I don't know the percentages, but I see hell of a lot more than other people because I see everything. I see this person coming over here, this kind of car. I can see someone's body language. I can kind of see some, and I don't want to say this, but I can kind of tell with the kind of car that they're driving. Oh, if they're gonna get in, I can see how they're driving. You know what I mean? If I can't see their tinted windows, I can kind of see that. Okay, well, these cats are impatient. Y'all just let them in, whatever. Like, just back off. Like, they're gonna get ahead of you anyway. So it's better that I would rather me see it ahead of time and just keep my distance versus me get close and all of a sudden they swipe in front of me and then it surprised me and then I gotta hit the brakes. I don't like doing that shit. I don't do that. I actually hardly ever do that. So I always have my distance. I see people coming in front of me. I keep a big following distance. So not too big where it's like fucking I'm going super slow, but I'm like, I just keep a safe distance. And the thing is, people think that's, I can come in there. I can come in there, and it's retarded. I hate it, but it's part of driving. You just back off more. You know what I mean? Especially on the freeway. The freeway, you gotta be, man. That shit's dangerous, man. That's why it's funny because people be like, oh, is it crazy driving a mixer? And I said, man, I feel more safe in the mixer on the freeway than I do in a car. It's less hard to drive because in a mixer, in a truck, you're looking over everybody. You can see everybody. You know what I mean? You can see everything ahead of you. You know what I mean? Hardly ever do I get surprised with anything. I see damn near everything coming, and I'm keeping a huge following distance. So even if they do cut in front of me, I got a big following distance, so it's not really going to affect me too much. I hardly even have to hit the brakes. If you're a great driver and you keep a good following distance, you just back off the throttle. And for cars, that means you just back off the accelerator. You don't even need to hit the brakes. You know what I mean? I don't do that stop and go shit. You know what I mean? You just back off and you cruise. Smooth sailing. You know what I mean? Alright, man. If you guys like the video, check it out. I'm going to have more videos coming up. Sorry, I've been hella busy. I've been releasing videos, older videos on my Instagram channel. If you like that, check that shit out. I think it's East Bay Pisces or Light Skin Pisces. I don't even know. Fuck it. But check one of those out. Alright. Check out my YouTube channel too. Alright. Limited Time Entertainment. Peace.